Hello, it's Mark Walker, Mental Game Mastery. I would like to describe to you what I think are 5 of the worst mental game mistakes that most golfers make. Number 1 would be not picking a clear target. A lot of golfers set up and they just think, oh yeah, I'm going to hit it down the fairway. But if they don't pick a really clear target, it's really hard for our bodies to know exactly what to do. So part of your preparation, part of your routine, and you should have a routine. If you don't have one, I recommend that you develop one. Part of that routine should be that you actually pick a really clear target for where you want the ball to land. In a fairway, you know, it can be a shape or a mark on the fairway, an area of the fairway, and as you get closer to the hole, the landing spot gets closer and closer and smaller until, for example, when you're putting to the hole, you want to be thinking of a little mark either at the front of the hole or a mark at the back of the hole where the ball is going to roll in. So that's mistake number 1, being too vague about where you're hitting the ball. So mistake number 2 can be linked to the first mistake. If you haven't picked a really clear target, or in some way you're not decisive and committed to what you're doing, then this is probably another huge mistake that a lot of golfers can make that will lead to a poor shot. So there's 2 aspects mentally of this preparation that are important. It's like being really clear what you're doing, being very decisive about it, and then committing to that choice. You need to make sure that you stay committed. Sometimes golfers are like in between clubs and they're never really committed to one shot or another. So it's really important that you actually make a choice and you commit to that choice, because otherwise you're going to be not giving yourself the best chance of performing well. So, this third mental game error is one that is probably well known to all golfers. It's getting upset, basically. If you're getting annoyed, getting irritated, frustrated with anything really. It could be your game, it could be your partners, it could be the golf course, it could be the weather. But if you're getting upset, basically you're making a mental game error, because if you're upset, you are not going to be playing your best. You need to be in a reasonably good mood to actually perform well. And so I highly encourage you to think about that one. It's easier said than done to actually maintain your good mood while playing golf, because it presents lots of opportunities to get upset. But it is a vital piece of the puzzle in terms of increasing your performance. And this is what mental game coaches, performance coaches really help players with, finding some tools to manage your emotional state, whatever happens on the golf course. So mistake number 3 is getting upset. Okay, so mistake number 4 is really about, it's like a mindset that a lot of golfers come into their round with. And they have strict expectations. They have a certain idea of what should be happening on the golf course. Unfortunately, this is another big mental game error. The fact is, we don't really control what is going to happen on the golf course. We control certain things, but we don't fully control how well we're going to play, because that's something that is variable from day to day and changes with all the variabilities that affect how well we play. And we don't really control our result either. So if you've got an expectation that you should score a certain score, then that is going to get in your way, and it's a big mental game mistake. Another example of like having a fixed opinion is like, some golfers might say, well, I should never 3-putt, and if they do 3-putt, they get upset. So it's not so much the getting upset that's the real problem, it's more the fact that you've actually created a strict expectation in the first place that you shouldn't three putt or that you should have a certain score. This is the problem, really. This is what causes you to get upset. So have a think about if you've got any strict rules or expectations about how well you should perform on the golf course, and maybe think about letting go of them because they are a big mental game mistake. Now the last mental game mistake is something that I like to, I've taken this from Joseph Parent, Zen Golf, and he has this saying of anyway shots. I've talked about this before in other videos, but this is I think this is such a key for mistakes that are made. If you're over the ball and any part of you is thinking, I'm not really comfortable, but I'll play it anyway, then this is a huge mental game mistake. What you want to be doing is really recognizing that you're in that place where you're not fully ready or fully comfortable to play your shot, and back off and restart. Or if you don't want to fully back off, then you need to find a way to get back into being in a good state. So don't play anyway shots. Always make sure that you're fully ready before you pull the trigger. Thanks a lot.